Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back excuse me, to another video. We're back in the Premier League today, continuing to review all the great kit designs that are being released at the moment. We are days away at time of recording from the launch of the Premier League, and today we're looking at the away and the third kits from Newcastle that we've got from the guys over at GM Kits. Full details in the description. Go check out their website to see where we got hold of these shirts. These are reproduction shirts. And yeah, some interesting kit designs. So recently we did a video comparing the current Newcastle home shirt against some of the retro shirts, which is really interesting to see how far they deviated. But away shirts and third shirts, you see quite a lot of variety, and Newcastle have got a bit interesting this year. So let's have a look at the away shirt first. And as you can see here, we've gone with a very bold green number here. Now, when these were initially leaked, I remember seeing pictures. The original leaked shirts have much wider horizontal, well, they're not really horizontal in terms of there's an arch pattern there, but actually when it came to sort of the official release, we could see there was this much tighter lines there. And actually I think it works really, really well. It's quite a simple, clean kit. That, you know, the design isn't interfering with everything else that's going on. So you can see your sponsor clearly stands out there. What's nice is it's predominantly white and green. Like a lot of the Adidas templates, you know, they like to play with this side paneling here. So they've got the design on the front. You can see the design's not carried through on the back. We've got a slightly darker green there, but you've got these flecks of white under the arms there. An interesting collar going on there. I quite like the collar. So you've got that injection of white at the top coming down then into sort of a thicker green trim. On the back you've got a little magpie badge there. Look, secondary sponsors, we know these bring money in, but it just doesn't work for me. But there you go. We have got a Premier League patch on there as well. I think it's a really clean cut thing, a slight monochrome Newcastle United badge there. So the inner features in that green as well. And yeah, you know, no secondary sponsors going on. So a very clean shirt, I think, that complements the home shirt really well. This is what would be the fan edition. I quite like Nike compared to Adidas. I quite like the Adidas player spec versions more than probably the Nike ones. That's just a personal preference. But yeah, the fan versions, your material is a little bit thicker there. But I really like this. So yeah, let us know if you're a Newcastle fan what you think of that one. Now the third shirt, I'm really warming to this shirt because I'm actually warming to the colours. And in a similar way to the away shirt, again, it's quite clean in the sense of they've gone for quite an understated simple pattern there. There's a very thin pinstripe design going on there in that blue there. It's got a bit of a sheen to it as well. It is carried through on the back. A different emblem here, the more modern style NUFC emblem there. And then they've got this really vibrant orange, which I like. I think it works well on the sponsor for the Adidas. And again, third kits, we're getting that very nice traditional sort of nods back to the 80s trefoil there. Again, we've got the patch on here, but they've injected this yellow and a light, in this room it looks like a light grey, it might be a teal, someone will correct me, around the sleeves there and around the collar. Again, I'm always talking about collars. I don't mind this collar. It's a V-neck collar there, but I quite like it. It is, yeah, subtle. Again, the yellow's not quite working. You could argue maybe it works a bit better here. Interesting on this shirt, they've gone with the traditional badge with the full colour in there and then used that orange to accentuate that there. So I quite like this. If I were to pick the third or the away, I think I'd be probably nodding towards this one just a bit if I was a Newcastle fan. I think as a fan of a rival team, there's no getting away from the tradition of the home shirt, in my honest opinion. And I do love the Newcastle home shirts. So there you go. These shirts, as I say, have come over from the guys over at GM Kits over in China. So these took a couple of weeks to come. And these are, you know, the reproduction versions. But I've got these simply to have a look at those designs. And yeah, Newcastle, I think, have a really good set this year. So let us Let us know what you think in the comments, guys. As always, we really appreciate you tuning into the channel. If you have liked this video, do hit the thumbs up, and we'll be back with another video really soon. Thanks for watching, guys.